All right, y'all. Good morning. I'm trying to get this thing done. So, man, I just wanted to start out by giving, like, not in any particular order or whatnot, but just some shout outs because everyone's been so cool lately. Um, Obviously, big time for me, shout outs going out to so many people, but in no particular, but Bad Avenger. It's good to see his videos all the time. Um, Obviously, Tat, AG Surfer, Jim's Comics, my new UK man, Daz the Key Chaser, all about comics. Longshanks, always supportive. Tumua, the Chinist, Saddle City Comics, Jared Osborne, Mr. Rigamortis, Airborne Sapper, Martian Comic Hunter. His new video is amazing. Gomez, Rag718, where you been? Rag, Cholula Comics, Howler Mouse, Comics Club Corner, Doomsday, Dr. Von Chilla, Mercenaut, Weapon X, Squall, Master X, Contender, Silver Dave, ODB, and the Pope G. Joker 68, Exile State, TMC Comics, Triple C, Comics Vantage, Bubs Comics, Jason, Matilda, Go To Geeks, RC3 Art, Comic Book Champ, Escargo 80, and Little Doom because his icon is Daredevil 130. And like I said, these are just the people that I just want to point out now. I mean, that's not even talking about a whole list of OGs and all that stuff, and you know who that is, but these are people that I've just been following and hanging with lately, and it's been amazing. All right. Let's see. Let's go through this haul on this side over here. This is a haul that I did yesterday from Dollar Finds, and I just want to say that, man, it's been awesome being able to do some digging again, finally. So let's go through this. All right. Everyone knows about this cover. I finally got one of these for $1. The Final Crisis number 3, I think. Yeah, number 3. Love that cover. Let's do this. So Hulk, Planet Hulk number 2. This was just one I was missing. Plus, put some skulls on the cover, and I'm all about that. This was great for $1 because this comic is a square bound, and it's an $8.99 price tag. Some old Atomics, and I have a lot of the Atomics, but man, I did not have this, so I was pretty stoked to find that. Yeah. And then this was Providence, but this was one of 750, and I just thought that the cover was crazy, so I went ahead and got that. Plus, it was already in Mylar. Managed to find some Perillos, which I thought was pretty amazing. This Red Sonja Thulsa Doom, issue 2 and issue 1. So I was pretty amazed to find some of that in this. Just a random copy of Fear Agent. I've been trying to put that run together. That volume 1 first. Pretty long. Man, I found some Warriors. Yeah, this was just another copy with a black cat there, sitting on his little throne. I don't think that I was missing this, but when you find these Punisher issues, in this case issue 99, anything in the 90s and the 100s, I pick them up because, man, they're not easy to find. Oh, look at that. I think I already had this as well, but I just love this Mark Brooks cover. It's very cool. I found this one. This was a Halloween Comic Fest edition of Black Betty, with some Dan Mendoza. God, who is that? Zombie Tramp. You know, I thought that was just kind of cool. And then, whoa, hey, hi, how you doing? This is Baby Badass #1. But if you could see right here, see, that's why I'm pointing, is because it's signed by Dan Mendoza. So I found that for $1. Okay, let's move on. Spy Seal #1, just because it was there and I wanted to read it. So I was happy about that. Finally found some of the rest of this that I've been trying to track down. This old series, Sword and Sorcery, Lake of Fire, #3, #4, and #5. I'm not sure if that is the last issue, but whatevs. I'm just glad to find it. I don't know if that's the last issue, but it's certainly an issue I was missing of the New 52 Batwoman, issue 36. Issue 2, Batman and Robin. That's a Jim Lee intense story there. Couple issues of Popeye. I don't know why, but it just caught me. Popeye, you don't see that book that often. And I know some of the variants on Popeye are just through the roof. Alright, I broke down and bought a Spider-Gwen #1. I don't know. Maybe it was just the colors, swirly colors. They got to me. And then I found both of these in this for $1. Marvel 2-in-1 Annual. It's #4. But Black Bolt. I mean, I already had it, but what, are you going to pass it up for $1? Sheesh. And then probably the coolest thing, it was not in the greatest shape, meaning it has that big corner crease right there. But the What If Jane Foster had picked up the big hammer, and so I was happy to find that for $1. Okay? Now, moving on to the haul itself. This was from last week, or last Wednesday. I managed to go back and I did find a copy of #1, the all black, the perfect all black Walk Through Hell #1. Just want to do another sub shout out here again. Last night, All About Comics, Pope G and Dawn were doing a podcast stream last night, and they were mentioning that Walk Through Hell was good, especially the #2 issue right here. So can't wait to get into that. Did manage to pick up a back issue from a week before, Dr. Star #4. It's just a tough book to find in my area. Once the week's gone and you missed it. Here you go, Analog #3, the Bleeding on Something cover. Really excited about that series. Dead Hand, dig it. Love the Dead Hand. I don't want to get into what a dead handy is, but just suffice it to say it's a good series. I think this is the last issue of Death of Love, so I was really happy to find that. It's Dry County #4. The Fix is back out again. Yeah. Not a great cover, but good series. Hey, have a nice day in Fairyland. Huh? This is a great cover, man. Really happy here. I'm still picking up Oblivion Song. That's an interesting cover. And touted as, you know, some of the best stuff Kirkman's been putting out. Man, I'm so happy to have found Proxima Centauri from this artist here, Farrell Dalrymple. Had an old series called Pop Gun War that was just I don't know, weird, but great art inside. Oh, hey, I did manage to find Tick #4. That was from a week ago as well, but I was real happy about that. Cullen Bunn. Ballad of Sang. He's not doing too well. Oof. #3, then the final issue, Season of the Snake. This thing is thick, but interior art is just awesome. I was really glad to not have to stress about where I was going to find this weird issue. Deep Roots number, what, 2? Well, really looking forward to reading that. That's some ethereal, swamp thingish kind of like roots of a tree. I don't even want to know. Speaking of one of my favorite artists, Mark Brooks, has he ever done DC hardcore before? He's throwing down Batman here, and man, what a great cover. One of the few DCs that I did get, and along with both covers of Mr. Miracle. That's a fantastic cover there. The DCB cover. Of course, I have to get my Jenny. This is Wonder Woman. What issue is this? 4,750? I don't know, something like that. But a little bit better than last issue's cover. Once again, like I said, still sticking with Eternity Girl here till it's over and 2 more issues. But hey, you gotta like that cover. Whew. Darth Vader here, number 17. That looks intense. You know, I was even going to buy the other cover of this one, but I had to at least get this. The Marvel 2-in-1 annual thing in the infamous Iron Man. Got issue 41 of Old Man Logan with Kraven here sneaking up with a big old knife. Yeah, that's not a knife. This is a knife. Oh god, this Punisher cover is awesome, man. I'm only hoping that the storyline is equal to that cover, because bam, that is sweet. Still pumping out old Spidey and Deadpool. Oh man, that's hilarious. Alright, I did break down. I broke down. I said I wasn't going to buy any of Marvel's $4.99, $5.99 cover price BS. But I saw this cover and I was like, alright, that's kind of cool. So I went with that. And of course, the last 2 books, Venom number 2, which I'm surprised as anyone that I'm throwing down Venom books. And last but not least, this is it. That's probably one of my favorite covers too of this time period. The Young Guns cover of Del Mundo. Woo-wee! So that's it, man. And that, like I said, that might be my favorite cover of this last week. Alrighty, well, that's Pope trying to throw down a vital haul here in the wee small hours of the morning. And I just want to remind everybody, be badass. Alright?